able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Mahomes firing complete, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. First carry now. This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal. Mahomes flush to his right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 87, Travis.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The kick is
quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a big, smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school. And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Yo. This is WildCatWillie in the motherfucking building, man. Wildcat.
The Chiefs offense.
The wildest man in Madden, man.
For them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
For real.
When you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Working from the gun. Mahomes.
Give me that ball.
Line.
What? This nigga doing unbelievable shit. What? This shit is crazy. Bro, that's a pick. The man ain't go for the ball.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Right.
That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Fournette with a carry on first down, but he's not going anywhere as he's brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
2-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Oh, man.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Throwing is Brady on third down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone.
Man, this fake shit.
Past him and into space.
Man, this.
Still going inside the 30. And they are not.
Man, this shit is fake, man.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20.
Damn, they cheating the fuck out of me, man.
I think most coaches want to
They ain't giving me no break.
More kneel downs, not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Key to tight end. We got three, fellas. We got easy.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Antonio Brown, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 19-yard line.
There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs drive, and this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 20.
They run it again with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30.